You open your email this morning, and there's a notification. Free trial, 30 days, no commitment, cancel anytime. And honestly, you think, why not? It's free, there's no risk, you'll try it out and cancel before you get charged. That's the plan. So you sign up, you enter your credit card number, because how else would they verify you're real, right? And you get access. And the first week is great. The app is nice, the service is useful. You're thinking, this is actually pretty good. I might keep this. But then something happens. You get busy. Life gets in the way. You forget about the trial. And then one day you look at your credit card statement and there's a charge, $49.99, for something you didn't remember signing up for. And that's when you realize something that I spend way too much time thinking about. How marketing has gotten so sophisticated that companies have basically figured out how to make things that are nominally free feel like free when they're actually expensive. How they've engineered the entire experience around getting you to forget that you're going to be charged, and why, knowing all of this, we still fall for it anyway. Because here's the thing that gets to me. It's not actually a scam. You agreed to it. You signed up. You entered your card. It's technically all above board. But the psychology of it, the way it's designed, the way it's marketed, it's basically designed to separate you from your money without you really noticing. And it's costing you way more than you think. Let me start with something basic but really important. Free has a psychological power that no other price point has. It's not just a lower price, it's different. When something is paid, your brain does a calculation. Is this worth the money? Do I need this? What else could I spend this on? There's friction. There's a decision-making process. But when something is free, your brain turns off. There's no calculation, no friction. Your brain just thinks, it's free. Why wouldn't I? And you do it. You click the button, you sign up, you download the app. You don't think about it because there's nothing to think about. It's free. The problem is that marketers have weaponized this. They know how powerful the word free is. They know it bypasses your rational brain. So they've created this entire ecosystem where things are technically free, but there's always a catch waiting down the line. A friend of mine was telling me about how she signed up for a free budgeting app. She was excited about it. Free budget tracking? Why not? But then 6 months later, she realized that if she wanted to do any of the features that would actually help her budget, she had to upgrade. The free version was basically useless. So she paid. And that's the model. Give people something that seems free, that seems useful, that they kind of like. And then, once they're invested, once they've spent time setting it up, once they've integrated it into their routine, they pay, because the upgrade path is now worth it to them. The friction is gone. The interesting thing is that if you charged her $30 up front, she might have said no. She might have looked at the features and said, that's not worth $30. But by getting her to invest time in the free version, by getting her accustomed to using it, they've changed the equation. Now, the upgrade feels worth it. Now she pays. Okay, let's talk about the free trial specifically, because this is where most people get caught. A company offers you 30 days free, no credit card required, except, oh wait, you actually do need to enter your credit card to verify your identity. And that card is their hook. Because they know, and studies have shown this, that the moment your card is in their system, the cancellation rate drops dramatically. Even if you intended to cancel before the charge, you won't. And studies show that people forget to cancel at a rate of around 90%. 90%! That means the free trial is basically just a delayed charge that most people don't remember they agreed to. And the companies know this. They're counting on it. That's the whole model. They're not offering you 30 days free because they're generous. They're doing it because they know statistically that most people will forget or procrastinate or get too lazy to cancel, and they'll get charged. It's genius, actually. It's predatory, but it's genius. They've turned forgetting into a business model. What's wild is that companies have actually optimized this. They make cancellation hard. You have to call a phone number or go through multiple pages of menus or find the cancel button hidden in account settings. They do this intentionally. Every bit of friction they add reduces the cancellation rate, so they keep adding friction. And meanwhile, they make signing up incredibly easy. One click, that's it. Boom, you're in. The asymmetry is purposeful. Here's another tactic that's gotten really sophisticated. It's called bundling, and it's insidious. You see an offer for a free trial on one service. You sign up, but then you realize that, you also get free access to this other service and this other service. And oh, look, they threw in a fourth thing. It's such a good deal. 4 services for the price of, well, actually, it's free. So you sign up for all of them, and maybe you cancel one, but you forget about the other 3. Or you use them occasionally, so you think, well, I might as well keep them. And suddenly, you're paying for 4 services that all came as part of the free trial bundle. And each one, individually, is only like $9.99 a month. That's nothing, right? But 4 of them is $40, plus your other subscriptions, streaming services, software, apps, and suddenly you're paying $300 a month for things that started as free. The bundling is genius because it makes you feel like you're getting a deal. I'm getting 4 services for the price of 1, except you're paying for all 4. You just don't notice it because they're separate charges on your credit card bill. One of my friends did an audit of her subscriptions and found 15 of them. 15! She thought she had maybe 3 or 4 active subscriptions, but she'd signed up for free trials, forgotten to cancel, and over the years accumulated this entire ecosystem of charges. Collectively, it was like $250 a month. She actually started crying when she realized it, because that's real money. That's $8,000 a year, and she hadn't even used most of them. Here's something deeper about why this works. It's not just about forgetting or being lazy. There's something psychological happening that's actually really interesting. Once something is integrated into your life, canceling it feels like a loss. You have all your data in this app, you've set up all your preferences, you've gotten used to it. Now, even if you're not really using it, the idea of canceling it feels like you're losing something. This is called loss aversion, and it's one of the most powerful psychological forces in decision-making. We feel the pain of losing something way more intensely than we feel the pleasure of gaining something. So even if you know rationally that you're paying for something you don't use, there's a psychological barrier to canceling it. It feels like you're losing access to it, even if you weren't using it, even if you don't remember what it does. Companies understand this, so they design their services to become integrated into your life as quickly as possible. They make it easy to set up, they encourage you to import your data, they send you notifications about how much value you're getting, because the more integrated the service becomes, the harder it is to cancel. And then, if they sense that you're about to cancel, if you stop using the app for a while, they'll send you an email. "We miss you. Come back and check out all the new features." Or they'll offer a discount. "Stay for 50% off." They're fighting to keep you, not because they think you're a valuable user, but because they know that loss aversion will make you stick around, even if you don't really want to. It's manipulation, basically, but it's manipulation based on how our brains actually work. There's something else that's happening that most people don't realize. Free is often the entry point to a much larger ecosystem. A company gives you free access to the basic version. You start using it, you like it, maybe your friends are using it. It becomes part of your routine. And then, gradually, they introduce premium features. You need storage space? That costs extra. You want to collaborate with others? That costs extra. You want advanced analytics? That costs extra. And because you're already using the basic version, because it's part of your life now, upgrading feels natural. You're not making a decision to buy something new, you're just upgrading something you already have. Think about how many free apps work this way. The games that are free to download but cost money to play, the photo editors that are free but charge for specific features, the productivity apps that are free but charge for real functionality. It's a funnel, and most people don't even realize they're moving through it. They think they're just using a free app, but really they're being funneled toward paying. And here's the thing. This model works because the company is willing to operate at a loss on the free version to hook you on the paid version. They're investing in you, basically. They're betting that if they can get you to use the free version, a percentage of you will upgrade, and that percentage will be profitable. And they're right. This model works, which is why every company is doing it now. Okay, here's one that gets me personally, the annual charge trick. You sign up for a free trial and you're on the monthly plan. That's fine. You're paying $10 a month or whatever it is. But then the service sends you an email. Save 50%. Switch to our annual plan and pay only $59 instead of $120. And it sounds great, right? 50% savings. So you do it. You switch to the annual plan. But here's what just happened. You committed to paying almost $60 up front, and now you can't cancel without losing that money. If you decide in month 3 that you don't want the service anymore, you can't just stop paying. You're locked in for the year. The company just increased your switching costs. They've made it harder for you to leave. And they know that once they've locked you in for a year, you're more likely to keep paying when that year is up. Because by then, the switching cost of canceling and setting up a new service will feel higher than just renewing. It's brilliant psychology, and it's specifically designed to make you stick around longer than you otherwise would. Okay, so now that you know how this works, how do you protect yourself? First, treat every free trial like it's not free, because it's not. It's a delayed charge. So before you sign up, ask yourself, would I pay for this if I had to pay today? If the answer is no, don't sign up for the free trial. Second, set a calendar reminder for the cancellation date. Seriously, before you even complete the sign-up, set a reminder on your phone for day 28 of your 30-day trial. That way, you're not relying on memory, you're relying on a system. Third, actually cancel during that reminder. Don't just open the email and think, I'll cancel tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Actually cancel during that window. It's only going to take 5 minutes, and it might save you hundreds of dollars over time. Fourth, do a quarterly audit of your subscriptions. Go through your credit card statement and look for all the charges you've forgotten about. See if there are things you're paying for that you don't use. Cancel them right now if you can. And fifth, and this is maybe the most important, be aware of the psychology. Know that free is powerful. Know that the longer something is in your life, the harder it is to cancel. Know that companies are deliberately making cancellation hard. Knowing that this is intentional makes it easier to resist. It makes you think about it consciously instead of just drifting along. Let me put this in perspective. The average person has about 4 to 5 active subscriptions they've forgotten about, services they were charged for but didn't even remember using. If each one is on average $15 a month, that's $60 to $75 a month. That's $800 to $900 a year. Over 10 years, that's $8,000 to $9,000. $8,000 to $9,000 spent on things that started as free. And that's just the average. Some people have way more. Some people have 30 or 40 different subscriptions, many of which they've never even used. So when companies say free, what they really mean is, we're going to rely on you forgetting to cancel, and then we're going to charge you. It's a business model based on human forgetfulness and inertia. And it works. It works so well that this is now the dominant pricing model for software and digital services. Everything is a free trial or a freemium model. Everything is designed to hook you and make cancellation hard. So, here's what I want you to understand. Free isn't free. It's a marketing tactic. It's a way to get you invested in something without you feeling like you're making a commitment. And once you're invested, once the service is integrated into your life, the goal is to make canceling harder than paying. But you're not powerless here. You can recognize this, you can see it happening, and you can protect yourself by being intentional about what you sign up for and actually canceling what you don't use. Because every dollar that's going to a subscription you've forgotten about is a dollar you could be using for something that actually matters. Savings, investments, your future. So, today I want you to do something. Pull up your credit card statement, look at the charges, see what you're subscribed to, and cancel the ones you don't use. I promise you there are going to be some that you forgot about. It might take 30 minutes, but if you're paying even $50 a month for unused subscriptions, you're saving $600 a year. That's worth 30 minutes of your time. Do it today, and then set up a system so that the next time you sign up for a free trial, you actually cancel it before you get charged.